What if 6 plants growing in your shamba could replace every antibiotic and commercial remedy in your poultry medicine cabinet? I am Dominic, and 3 years ago I met a layer farmer in Kiambu who cut her veterinary costs from 200,000 shillings to nearly zero using nothing but garlic, ginger, turmeric, neem, papaya, and moringa. She runs 800 Rhode Island Red chickens and Kenbro improved Kienyeji birds, and her mortality dropped from 12% to under 3%, while egg production climbed 15%. Today, I am breaking down her complete protocol so you can do exactly what she did. Before we go further, hit that like button and tell me in the comments where you are farming from. Subscribe to Agribusiness Insider for weekly insights on organic poultry. Check the link below for our masterclass on poultry feeding and formulation, because what you feed determines what you save. Most farmers spend between 8,000 and 20,000 shillings monthly on antibiotics, coccidiostats, dewormers, and growth promoters for every 100 birds. A 500-bird operation in Nakuru told me he was spending 70,000 shillings every quarter just keeping Newcastle disease, coccidiosis, and worm loads under control. That is 280,000 shillings a year disappearing into drug bills. The real problem is not just the cost. Antibiotic residues in meat and eggs are pushing buyers toward organic products, and European markets now reject poultry with detectable drug traces. Farmers using conventional drugs also face withdrawal periods that delay market readiness. I have watched broiler farmers in Kiambu lose entire batches because they could not sell within withdrawal windows. Even worse, pathogens develop resistance. A farmer in Nyeri used the same tetracycline for 2 years, and suddenly it stopped working against respiratory infections. He lost 40 birds in 1 week before switching protocols. These mistakes cost money, time, and market confidence. The question becomes, how do you protect your flock without depending on expensive chemicals that stop working? The science behind medicinal plants rests on phytochemicals that disrupt pathogens, boost immunity, and enhance gut health without leaving residues. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound with proven antibacterial and antiviral activity. Research published in Poultry Science in 2022 showed that broiler chickens fed garlic powder at 1 gram per kilogram of feed had enhanced immune responses and reduced necrotic enteritis severity by 32%. Ginger provides gingerol and shogaol, compounds that reduce inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. A 2024 study in the Journal of Poultry Health confirmed that ginger essential oil lowered inflammatory cytokines and improved red blood cell counts in heat-stressed birds. Turmeric delivers curcumin, a powerful antioxidant that increases total antioxidant capacity and lowers oxidative stress markers in broilers. Neem leaves carry azadirachtin, which paralyzes internal parasites and disrupts their reproductive cycles. In vitro trials in 2013 demonstrated neem extract at 20 milligrams per milliliter paralyzed Ascaridia galli worms within hours. Papaya seeds contain papain and carpain, enzymes that digest worm cuticles and expel them naturally. University research from Capit State showed 6 grams per kilogram body weight of papaya seed powder achieved deworming results comparable to commercial piperazine. Moringa oleifera offers high levels of vitamins A, C, E, calcium, and protein that strengthen immune function and improve gut morphology. A 2019 meta-analysis in Poultry Science Review found that moringa supplementation at 1.2% of diet increased bursal follicle counts and enhanced mucosal protection in broilers. These plants work synergistically when combined because they target multiple disease pathways simultaneously. That Kiambu farmer I mentioned uses all 6 in rotation and as preventive blends, and her flock health metrics now rival any conventional operation.
Hi there, my name's Peter and I've been raising chickens for over 10 years now. Layers, broilers, even some indigenous birds. Let me be honest, before I found this book, I was struggling. Feed prices were going up, antibiotics were becoming less effective, and my flock just wasn't performing like it used to. Then I came across The Organic Chicken Farmer's Guide by Dominic Ngafo and Mugweru Isaac. I decided to buy it, and I'll tell you something. It changed everything on my farm. This guide isn't theory, it's practical. It shows you how to use local, affordable things like garlic, neem, turmeric, aloe vera, even charcoal, to keep your birds healthy and productive. I started small. I tried the moringa and garlic in the water for a week. I noticed improved appetite, less coughing, and better energy. Now, I've built my own small black soldier fly setup for protein, and I'm using fermented feeds regularly. My birds are growing faster, my eggs are bigger. I'm saving money, and I haven't used antibiotics in months. The best part? The book is easy to understand. It speaks our language, not complicated science. And it's available in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Indonesian, so anyone can use it. If you're serious about poultry farming and want to move forward the smart way, scan the QR code you see on your screen or click the link in the description and the pinned comment. This book worked for me. I believe it can work for you too.
Start with garlic as your baseline immune booster and antimicrobial agent. Crush 50 grams of fresh garlic cloves per 20 liters of drinking water and offer it for 3 consecutive days every 2 weeks. For feed mixing, dry garlic in shade for 5 days, grind to powder, and add at 1 gram per kilogram of complete feed continuously. Ginger follows the same pattern. Grate 30 grams of fresh ginger root per 20 liters of water or dry and powder it for feed inclusion at 0.5 grams per kilogram. Turmeric powder goes into feed at 0.75 grams per kilogram for its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Neem leaf powder targets parasites and viral challenges. Harvest fresh neem leaves, dry in shade for 7 days, grind fine, and mix 5 grams per adult bird into feed once every 2 weeks as a preventive or daily for 5 days during active worm infestations. For emergency deworming, boil 100 grams of neem leaves in 2 liters of water for 15 minutes, cool, strain, and dose at 50 milliliters per bird for 3 days. Papaya seed powder handles roundworms and cecal worms. Collect ripe papaya seeds, wash, sun-dry for 4 days, grind, and administer at 6 grams per kilogram body weight, mixed with a small amount of feed for individual dosing, or 1 tablespoon per liter of drinking water for flock treatment. Moringa leaf powder boosts nutrition and immunity. Add dried moringa at 5 to 10% of total feed ration or 15 grams per kilogram for layers to improve egg yolk color and shell strength. That Kiambu farmer spends roughly 3,000 shillings monthly on these plants, most of which she grows herself, compared to her old drug bill of 17,000 shillings. The return on investment appears within the first month when you eliminate 1 round of antibiotics or dewormer. This protocol adapts to any flock size because you scale ingredients proportionally. The most common objection I hear is time investment. Farmers ask whether they can maintain consistent preparation schedules when commercial drugs come ready mixed. My answer is that preparation takes 15 to 20 minutes weekly once you establish a drying and grinding routine. A small solar dryer costs 8,000 shillings and processes enough plant material for 500 birds monthly. Another concern is palatability. Some farmers report birds refusing water treated with garlic or ginger initially. The solution is gradual introduction. Start at half strength for 2 days, then increase to full dose as birds adapt. Neem has a bitter taste, so mix it thoroughly with feed rather than offering it separately. A third challenge is sourcing consistent plant material during dry seasons. The Kiambu farmer plants moringa and neem trees on farm specifically for medicine production, ensuring year-round supply. Papaya grows fast in most Kenyan climates, and garlic, ginger, and turmeric store well when dried properly. Some conventional farmers worry whether plant-based protocols truly replace synthetic drugs during disease outbreaks. The honest answer is that herbal medicine works best as prevention and early intervention. Severe Newcastle or acute coccidiosis may still require veterinary-grade treatment, but consistent use of these 6 plants reduces outbreak frequency by strengthening baseline immunity and reducing pathogen loads. That reduction alone justifies the shift because you spend less on emergency treatments and lose fewer birds to sudden disease spikes. Two takeaways matter most here. First, medicinal plants deliver measurable cost savings and health improvements when used systematically, not sporadically. Second, the protocol works because it addresses prevention through immune support and targeted intervention through antimicrobial and antiparasitic phytochemicals. Your next step is simple. Choose 2 plants from this list, implement them this week, and track mortality and drug costs for 30 days. Share this video with a fellow farmer who needs to cut veterinary expenses. Subscribe to Agribusiness Insider and check our website for the complete masterclass on poultry feeding and formulation. Remember this: the best medicine is the one your birds never need because you fed them right from the start.